Welcome to our channel. Today we how to authorize Google Cloud Runtime Access with Workload Identity detailed guide step by step clearly. To authorize Google Cloud Runtime Access with Workload Identity, start by navigating to the Google Cloud Console. Select the project where you want to enable Workload Identity. In the left navigation pane, click on I am an admin, locate and select Workload Identity Federation. Select an option for the pool type based on your use case. Click on Create. After creating the pool, select it from the list. Click on Add Provider. Choose the identity provider type applicable to your. Fill in the required fields for the identity provider configuration. Ensure to include the necessary audience and issuer details. Click on Create to finalize the identity provider setup. Now, navigate to the I am section within the project settings. Click on Grant Access to assign roles associated with the workload identity. Select Add another role. From the drop-down menu, choose the appropriate role for the service. Enter the service account email associated with your application. Click on Save to apply the role assignment. Next, move to the Cloud Run section from the left navigation pane. Select the service you wish to configure for workload identity. In the service details, click on Edit and Deploy New Revision. Scroll down to the Service Account section. Choose the service account that corresponds with your workload identity requirements. Click on Deploy. Once deployed, go to the service's URL to verify successful authorization. Test access by making a request to the Cloud Run service. If proper configuration is applied, the service should respond correctly. Monitor logs for any access issues during your tests. Adjust the identity provider or permissions as necessary based on log insights. With these steps, you have successfully authorized Google Cloud Runtime Access with Workload Identity. If the page does not load, refresh the browser or try again in a private or incognito window. Make sure you are using the correct email address, then retype it carefully to avoid small typos. If your password is not accepted, use the reset option and create a new strong password you can remember. Check your spam folder for verification or security emails, then complete any requested confirmation steps. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more step-by-step tech guides.